So a few things to turn around. Steve Roach joins me in commentary. When you looked at the match schedule, you penciled this in as one of the real star attractions this match, but they're desperate right now after their opening night efforts.
Yeah, and I'd like to see them play like that too. Both of these sides, the Tongan invitational side and also the Fijians. We expect them to be real flamboyant and throw the footy around. There's Siva at the moment there on camera. What a player and what an NRL season he did have.
Well, he owns this venue, doesn't he? Bankwest Stadium, lit it up. Micah Sivo, and in total 22 tries across the NRL season. And over to the Tonga Invitational now. Look, we don't get a lot of time to go through statistics from Nine's matches because it's all so fast, 18 minutes. On balance, you get about 16 sets of 6 in the game, 16, 18. Well, I looked over the Tonga Invitational stats against the Cook Islands. They actually played the ball only 13 times in the entire match. And hence they ended up on the end of that 30 points to 7 scoreline. They had only 3 tackles inside their opponent's half. They were woeful numbers.
And I think the opposition, the Cook Islands in that game of footy, was 10 from 10.
Yes.
So very hard to beat a side that completes so well. Andrew Fafita on the side now for the Tongans.
They completed only 2 of their sets in 18 minutes of football, and you only get 5 tackles in a set. So Fafita is back on deck, and we're underway on this Saturday afternoon with the try tally ticking over to 74 so far scored at our World Cup Nines, which is an impressive tally. And Fiji with first use of the football. They did manage 3 tries, but they conceded 6 against the impressive Samoan side. And offloading should be the call of the match. Like to see that, and Coruscant is the man who will play it. Eventually, 8 metres short of halfway. John Asiata there in the tackle. Plenty of NRL experience across these two sides. Tane Milne, we saw him just make the 1 appearance this year for the Warriors. Trying to rebuild his career. The kick from Coruscant with purpose. Great weight, look out. And thankfully able to get back there. With players streaming through. But the Tongans get their first use of the football now, coming off their own line, and Robert Jennings well contained. So a sprinkling across the Fijian side with 3 players coming off the bench to start this game that played in the local competition there, which is great to see. It's Tonga, though, making the running early. Watene Zelezniak tackled 11 metres inside his own half. The last tackle in the set of 5, and finding space. So both teams teasing us so far. They've created half chances, but yet to convert. And again, it is Fiji's turn to run with the football. What we do know is if they do get on a roll, if you can secure back-to-back sets, look out. Viliami played it. Coruscant's pass was loose, went out in front of Milne there. It's a little scrappy. We'll get into acting half. Terrific year for St Helens. The Saints fans loved what they saw from him. They love what they saw from Lachlan Coote, a couple of the players out of the NRL in their premiership winning year. Last in the set again for the Fijians, and Ngama's kick angled back towards Sione Katoa, the only Tongan try scorer on the opening night, and the chase was right on there from the Fijian captain.
Yeah, he did well there, didn't he? A couple of times that they've kicked downfield, and Ngama has been the first man down there. A couple of offloads from the Fijians in this game early. Just a little bit flat, not supporting the football. Once you offload there, you should shift straight away. There'll be spaces on the outside. Must be so hot in those real dark jumpers for the Fijians too.
So now Tonga's turn, and Tal Malolo, he was, now he's had the ball stripped in the 2-man tackle there. He was a little underwhelming. You don't often say that about Tal Malolo, but there he is kicking for touch. I've never seen that before.
Well, it's the first time they've ventured into the Fijians' half. Haven't had the football. It's been good play from the Fijians to start the game. They've really put in a little bit of field position too with their long kicks downfield. The first real opportunity now for the Tongans.
Tamalolo switching with New and then passing for Jennings to sprint away and score. Lovely set play from the Tongans right there, and it was Tamalolo with a switch. We know this Fenatesi New is quite a talent as well. He knew exactly what was required.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Two on the tackle there with a little right-hand pass around the corner to Jennings. The first chance that they've had. Shows what a good football side they are on the back of a penalty. Tongan invitational side go down the other end. A beautiful one-handed offload from New. And they're in.
You know the story Corey Parker had that young fella New with the Queensland under-18s this year, and he was so impressed by him. The Broncos have got a good one in their squad. To see him develop over the next couple of seasons. Sevo fielding the kickoff, the fend. The most deadly fend in any football code. His pass put a bit of pressure there on Wonga Blake.
Well, had the pass been good and in front of Wonga Blake there, they would have got the overlap on the outside. Just the execution of the pass. A little bit of a fumble there from the Fijians.
Up on halfway, hoping that they will be the next to score. Loose pass, and Ngama can't handle over the sideline. It came from Oravo Tomada there. And of the Warriors, they're under 20s. It's not his best from Steno, put his teammate under pressure. So the Tongans have possession. Fafita is an old hand at Nines football. Made one of the teams of the tournament at the Auckland Nines, offloaded there for Katoa. There's a little bit of razzle and dazzle here from the Tongans, but good defence from kick-out. Stopped it going any further. Katoa with her, he's lost it in the tackle. Quite clear was the play on call. Still play on, was that a knock-on at the finish? Potentially there might have been 5 knock-ons in that. It was all play on, why not? Now away, offloaded over the top. This time, Ravu Tamada shows us what the Warriors know he possesses. That speed. He is a very flashy fullback, I think will be his best spot. He's a player of great potential.
Well, didn't he take off once he got the overhead pass? Again, it's an error from the Tongans there. Turn over the football around about the halfway line. Might have been a knock on here from Blake, I think it was. They got away with it. They went straight up the short side. A beautiful one-handed pass over the top here. There's the money ball. That's a great pass. They burn on the outside there. Fiji are in.
He was doing his best to get over as far as the bonus zone. Unsuccessful. That was at least good desperation to prevent the 5-pointer. Then a bit of volleyball at the net there and spiked back for the Tongans to retain possession. Short kickoff is yet another feature of World Cup Nines. Why not compete for possession at every chance? Offer Hengawe loose. Gee, there's been some loose passing in this. I know I said offloading needs to be the order of the day, but have a look at this. Where'd that come from? Just popped out of the toaster and Kikau ended up with it. So Fiji have an opportunity 35 metres away from the line. Cross field with Leve Leve. Another one of the locals out of the Fijian competition. And then stripped away. And they get it back. Deloise Hoita went at it. He's going Fiji's way at the moment. Kick through. Lavalava's not going to be happy with that. And it ends up with Hoita. The Tongans have an opportunity. 90 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, the Tongans are lucky that it's 4-all, aren't they? They've made 3 or 4 errors in their own half and gifted Fiji the field position, but their execution hasn't been good enough. They've gone to that right-hand side a number of times. I know they scored the try down there, but there's the penalty they needed. They'll quickly play on here.
Best described as scrappy, what we have seen here. 4-all scoreline, but it will be the Tongans with a huge touch finder. And this gives them a great chance coming up to half-time. Full set of 5 to attack. You'd have to think they crack the Fijian line if their handling is on point.
Move square. Wait.
There's chances left and right, and in fact right down the centre. Don't worry about left or right. Fakatamafi has scored for the Tongans. Another one of the young New Zealand Warriors on show.
Well, Tamafi scores. Just have a look at that. Taumalolo lined up. Two players went out to take him. And he saw the opening there, scores right next to the post on the back of a penalty. It was a beautiful kick for touch, made about 60 metres downfield, which gave the Tongans a chance to score right on half-time, and they've done it.
William Fakatamafi scoring the Tongan second try. The Australian side have arrived here at Bankwest Stadium. David Fifita, one of the opening night stars. And in fact, well, whistle is blown, and we're not going to worry about any more of that. So 3 tries scored in the first half. Shots at goal, not so flash. At half-time, it is the Tongan Invitational side 8, leading Fiji 4.
On Fox Sports, and the Invitational Tongan side ahead, testing you at half-time, starting to click.
Yeah, no, just start off second half, play the balls and just play straight, play for our big boys like Jason that. So yeah.
As a young bloke, how awesome is it actually playing in the same side as a Taumalolo or a Fifita?
Oh, yeah, it's something you dream about, but yeah, it's good, eh? It's like he's got everything you want as a teammate. So yeah, I'm just glad to be alongside him, and yeah.
Go enjoy.
Cheers, thank you.
So not far away from second half underway. By the way, great rugby league man Vince Sorrenti, the comedian. There's rugby league elsewhere today of the world kind. Italy playing the Philippines in a Rugby League World Cup qualifier out at the Windsor Sports Complex. That's got a 2:30 kickoff. Can't be in two places at the one time, but a shout out to the Italians that Vince will lead the cheer squad today. James Tedesco played for Italy at the 2013 World Cup, by the way.
He did. He would have got it under stripe a few times, wouldn't he?
It's a centre with Anthony Minicello at fullback. The short kick-off, and the Tongans do well. Katoa keeping it alive. If they can get the 2-try advantage. Again, this game highlights the poor standard of conversion attempt, the drop kicks, as Taumalolo, the force, right down the centre. Good luck trying to stop him. Lumi did his best. He needed help. What an awesome sight. Jason Taumalolo wound up. Now across for another big thing for Fifita. He's 5 from the line. And they will go short side and score. Wateni Zalesniak scores a 4-pointer. But you saw power. Taumalolo, then Fifita.
Yeah, you got to put it down to Taumalolo. What a great run. Good scramble here from the Fijians to make the tackle. He's never tackled this bloke. He's always trying to slide out of tackles. They go down the short side, and after that big long-range break, then Fifita tackled, plays the ball quick. They get the numbers. What a way to start the second half.
Another missed conversion, so 3 tries to 1, 12 points to 4. The way things are going, should the Tongan Invitational side go on from here and beat Fiji, they will go into their last pool match against Samoa knowing that not only do they have to win, they'll know exactly the margin they have to beat them to finish ahead on for and against. Good pass over the sideline to Vita Pengai. Nowhere near as good as I saw Corey Parker produce at the 2013 World Cup against the Americans. He's been...
I saw that on tape. He showed me.
He's been showing everyone. Been doing a tour of the stadium. He's at a press conference outside.
You make one flick pass. That's it. Hey? Good on him. It was a great try.
Now Viliami kick out with a ball. With a 5-star cast of all experience of rugby league around us here on Fox League today. Now with Wanga Blake. There's another one who was a player of the tournament, not player of the tournament, made the team of the tournament when the Panthers had a great time at the Auckland Nines in 2017. Across now, Sivo. Crowd lights up, pass goes back inside. The Tongans are back with it.
Well, that's been the problem with the Fijians, just trying to throw the miracle ball. We said in the game a little bit earlier that everything and all spaces everywhere, you just try and force the footy. They don't need that at the moment. The Fijians, 12-4 down. They need to complete.
To try and make that more possible of advancing on for and against, they really need to put on the points. They will know that. Although there's a clean strip. Clean strip away there, and then, oh, they get it back. So real luck going the Tongans' way. New with a bit of footwork. And across to Katoa. Back to Sione Katoa, his brother. We've got 3 Katoas out there. It's a Katoa-thon. And Sione Katoa, Mark 1, has scored. After the work of Tui Pulatu, Katoa, his younger brother from the Bulldogs. That is a lovely moment for the family.
He's very explosive too. Once he got the football and in the clear, bounces out of a couple of tackles. Katoa, 5.86 for the dive. Not the best one I've seen. Great landing. Back-to-back tries to Tonga.
Oh my goodness.
Give me a kick.
Oh, call someone out of the crowd in a Tongan jersey to take a kick. If that's the best you got. That is disgraceful. We have had 4 tries scored in this match. 5 tries scored in this one. And no one could hit the side of a barn with a kick. Unbelievable. It's going to cost them. Like 4 and against is what they are banking on now to get through to the semi-finals.
I reckon they've got a few more tries left in them.
And then you're in too long.
17 plays 4. Door slightly ajar for the Fijians with just under 5 minutes remaining. A couple of bonus zone tries for them would get them back in front. Wishful thinking, perhaps?
Well, their passing game's got to be a lot better than what it has been for Fiji. Just a little bit nervous trying to force the issue, not building to anything.
Milne has got the arm free. He had Williami down his right side, but couldn't see him. 19 away from the line. Needing really to score this set, to be honest. And Lava kept it going. Ngama's with it. He'll do a bit of dancing and pass. Sive with another touch. Well contained by the Tongan defence there. 10 away from the line. Tackle number 3. Sets of 5 here at the 9s. Thought about kicking before. Coruscant sighted the bonus zone. It lit up with lights there. Out of dummy half. Leve. The ball is in goal. And a penalty, is it? Yes, penalty right in front of the post. Almost professional foul stuff. They could have said sin bin, couldn't they? Fiji will keep on the attack. Well, they didn't score last set. They have to score this set. Blake to play it. 10 away from the line. Pengai all over him. Now, surely it's time for the big. Pengai and Blake.
Guys, there's a run of penalties. Need to think about it.
Boys, Andrew Fafita off the field with a dislocated finger. Now it's back in.
Ouch.
Ouch.
So Fiji with a quick tap and heading towards that corner. If they're doing the maths, the mathematics, they have to score bonus try. They have to get under the posts to come back into this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's no good running. That's a waste of a tackle, running from dummy half up the short side like that when you're desperate to score.
If they're to score 2 tries in the closing stages of this one, it has to be between the sticks. And Lava on the run there. Not the most impressive attacking set I've seen. Here they go again. Out of dummy half and score. Bina Leve scores the try. The young Nadira Panther represented here.
Well, you'd be rushing the kick, wouldn't you? Out of dummy half there, just overread it a little bit. And here's the conversion attempt now, and it's
there.
over.
It was Slice, but the 6 points really needed to be 7, but it's now 17 to 10. The next one has to be 7 now. They need the bonus zone. They go the short kickoff. It's knocked forward by Tonga off the legs. Play on. I'm happy enough with the call.
Gee, that was a little bit of a fluke, wasn't it?
Offahengawi was able to cover up.
Chase the ball hard off Ngawi.
Fafita back with the ball, not offloading there. New Zealand to make their appearance shortly. First for the day, second for the tournament. Taking on Papua New Guinea. That will be a willing contest. And while there's plenty of players that are star attractions at this tournament, to see Sean Johnson playing another game of 9s. I mean, I'd bring the kids down just to watch Sean Johnson play. Out of all of them, he was outstanding last night. The Tongans can close this one out, but would like further points. Samoa 2 from 2 in this group. Now the Tongans will be 1-1, kept alive. Sione Katoa, he is the Panther bound for the Bulldogs. Now it's back with Katoa, who is a Bulldog. Something if all 3 Katoas combined for a try. Well, one's played it to Sione Katoa, Sione Katoa to score!
I think he's lost it.
No, it's ruined the Katoa moment.
It's a Katoa-a-thon.
We had Katoa to Katoa to Katoa. My goodness. The referees just don't buy into romance, do they? Now it's Fiji's turn. Down that right side to Grub, who knows the bonus zone should take them through to extra time. Well, that's extraordinary. In the space of 20 seconds, the Tongans have wrapped it up. Here as Katoa bounced the ball, no doubt about it. That's how close they came to wrapping it up. And then the Fijians don't just come back and score. They get it down under the sticks, which means if they convert, we go to golden point.
Well, that was
golden try.
That was great from the Fijians just to get on with it. They just turned their back on the play, the Tongans, that time. They took the quick tap, 80-metre solo effort.
And I'm here to tell you, the shot from in front, successful, was poor, but it made it over. It just was a dollop over the crossbar. 17 all, and we have our first game going to extra time. Now, in the qualifying matches, you play a maximum of 5 minutes. If we get no result, then it is a draw. But later on, of course, once we get to semi-finals, you play unlimited extra time. But right at the moment, a draw is no good to either of these two sides. But that's quite remarkable what the Fijians have done in the last minute there.
Well, Tonga looked like they were going to win comfortably, haven't they? It's a great comeback here from the Fijians, scoring back-to-back tries.
Let's go down to Andy Raymond on ground. Bit of tension out there now, Andy.
Yeah, there is a bit of tension. It was all fun and games when it started, but white line favourites getting serious in the Tongan huddle here, and Todd Payton doing a lot of the talking, Andrew Fafita, Jason Tamalolo doing a lot of the talking. We're going to extra time for the first time this tournament. No field goals, no penalty goals. It is extra try. I'm not quite sure on the invitational Tongans' body language. They look a little weary, a little fatigued to me. Fiji bouncing on their toes, Vossi.
And there's no toss. It's the team that kicked off at the start of the match that kicks off in extra time. So into golden try we go. 17 all. It was 17-4 with minutes to go. They're both playing for their lives in the tournament.
Fiji have got the upper hand now, haven't they? Scored in back-to-back tries, so... And they get the first kick received, so Fijians with the footy now.
And Williami takes the first run. Fafita's caught him high. That'll get them a little further. They may even take quick tap and run. Let's see what they do here. The Fijians set a field 20 out from their own line. Coruscant takes charge and will kick for line. And he'll not get there. Wateni Zalesiak has produced another miracle. Well, provided his feet went on the touchline when he launched the jump. That is an amazing piece of play that may well win it for his side if they go on in this set.
And not only that, it's a turnover on the halfway line. So they get the football now straight away on the attack, the Tongans.
And Fafita 30 away from the line, relieved after giving away the penalty. Now he's back in possession. And the Tongans can shut it right down here. Scorer to win. Asiata offloading, stepping here from New. He's only 15 from the line. 4 tackles up, so this is the last play for them, right up to the line. It's a chance, it's bigger than that. It is victory with Jennings scoring. They get what they probably thought was theirs up until the last few minutes. Jennings kisses on the cheek. And the Tongans survive a nail-biter, winning in extra time.
Yeah, it's beautiful play, isn't it? Just straight away, Jennings too powerful. Just a one-on-one miss there from the Fijians. Nice and flat and fast up the short side. And Jennings gets the winning try.
So full time, it is the Tongan Invitational side 21 in extra time over Fiji 17.